All right, bro, it's time to do another video on our favorite YouTuber, fake bodybuilding YouTuber, Greg Doucette, living in the fake simulation world, the Matrix world. So he's done a video on some dude, Tren percent body fat, time to cut, 18, 140 pounds to 187 pounds, 15 to 18, okay, whatever. Everybody's on drugs. Okay, yeah, whatever.
At first I thought, is this a joke photo? Is this actually the same person? Because I'm thinking, how is it possible that this guy is so big at such a young age?
I don't know. How is it that this guy looks big at such a young age, at 5'2"?
Coach Greg, in today's video, we got an 8.
Yeah, we caught that, Coach Greg. Yeah, we know you're Coach Fake Greg. Yes, you're the fake coach.
18-year-old who's going on his first cut ever. He's never dieted.
He is. Oh my God, this is gonna be great.
In his entire life, he's only been bulking. The guy's only 18 years.
Wow, he's only been bulking. He's been growing muscles bulking on herbivore diet. Oh, sugar. So he's been bulking on sugar and oxalates and toxins. Great, okay.
Of age, but look how much muscle this guy has. It is absolutely tremendous. And
looks really puffy, sarcoplasmic-y, but okay.
Going back to 15 years of age, 3 years ago, you can see.
So here he is, kind of looks normal, normal skinny little ectomorph, 5'2", maybe 5 feet tall. I don't even know what he is, but 5 foot something for definitely. He's 15, 140 pounds at 5 foot something. And yeah, he's a teenager. That's the best time to actually try to build some muscle. But that domain this nuclear domain ends at 15. It kind of shuts off, but maybe he was still in there. He was still got a bit in there between 15 and 18. That's the best time to kind of build some stuff when you're a teenager. Things are kind of rocking still, you know what I mean? These proteins are going to build up a lot easier and stuff you're eating. Depends. As long as you're eating the right diet, I don't know.
The potential that this guy has. And so he doesn't say how long he'd been training prior to age 15.
Yes, he has a lot of potential,
I'm assuming he's been training since he was born. I mean, look at this guy's physique. The small waist, the wide...
Yes, he's been training since he was born. Yes, training builds bodies. He's a skinny ectomorph with very low body fat, practically verging on anorexic, okay? That's what ectomorphs are. They're not mesomorphs or endomorphs, okay? He is definitely an ectomorph, and he's going to the gym working out, and he's eating, yes, protein. He wants to build some muscles, okay.
Shoulders, the carved out chest. This guy has many people's dream physiques, and he's only 15 in that photo. And so what did he do? Muscle. Well, he decided to...
Yes, it's all muscle, yes.
Bulk. He was eating any calorie surplus, trying to put on muscle. And I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. Many people are saying, oh, Coach Greg, you're against bulking. Why would I be against it? He looks to have close to 10, maybe 12% body fat at the very most, at only 15. And so why shouldn't he be...
Yeah, he looks so sexy. Where's his face? He's scared or something?
In a bulk. And so what were the efforts of this bulk? Well, after 3 years, the guy put on 47 pounds. And no, it's not all muscle. He states...
Wow, 47 pounds. I like how Greg says, no, it's not all muscle. Greg thinks automatically this is steroids, okay.
What body fat percentage am I now? Probably about 17%, if I had to guess.
Well, he doesn't look the same in the other picture. He was quite low. And if he bulk means that you're gaining sarcoplasmic muscle. He's not... In the real bodybuilding world, we don't use the word bulking. We don't use bulking, okay? Christ, man, we use protein synthesis. You could use that scientific terminology. Protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown in order to build muscles, that mass on the muscle, the mass. But actually damaging muscles and getting the crux and the domes and all this type of myofibrillar growth and all that, it's kind of really difficult. Yeah. But not impossible, but very difficult, yeah.
I can't be sure. It could in fact be...
You know, building up size in the cytoplasm of the cell, that jelly-like fluid, and then, you know, sarcoplasmic fluid, and then it's a lot of fluids in there. Some solid stuff if you want. Solid stuff's really hard to make because I know hyperplasia doesn't exist and all that. So if you can't get hyperplasia, you can't get satellite cells, you can't build muscles, you have to The only way to do it is build up these proteins. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, eat protein, you're going to build a muscle.
Lighter, but I don't see the back of his legs.
Lift a heavy weight, you're going to build a muscle. So he bulked to build that. He didn't lift weights, he bulked, and he got that body. Okay.
I don't see his back, and so how can I be sure? You can see he does have visible abdominals, and his quads are separated. That means the guy is actually fairly lean. You see that same
I don't know. Did he give up like you and do it fake and fake it to make it? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I don't know for sure. I don't know what his training is. He has to tell me what he trained to get there, and I'll tell you whether it was fake or not.
bicep vein when he was age 15 as he does when he was 18. At first I thought, is this a joke photo?
No, it's not a joke photo. He doesn't look much different from here to here. He just gains much more weight. That's all. It's a lot more weight. He's carrying a lot more weight. It's not uncommon. I mean, 15, 16, 17, 18, it's over a 3-year period. Yeah, I don't know. Anything's possible. Could do it in a few months, whatever.
Is this actually the same person? Because I'm thinking, how is it possible that this guy is so big at
How is it possible that this guy's so big? How is it possible, Coach Greg?
such a young age? His physique at 15
At
looks
such a young age, at such a young age, because actually at a young age you're still growing. You grow until you're 25. Those are your best years. Yeah.
to be that of a 20-something-year-old, and the same at 18, perhaps he looks 28. And so the first comment I see is about Tren percent. And so
Well, of course, people are gonna knock him and say it's steroids. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Who the hell knows?
let's address this. It is, in fact, very likely that the guy was actually not natural.
You live in a fake world, and there's all this fake stuff around you. So why not? Nobody does it really natural anymore. Naturally. I don't mean natural. Naturally, like in nature, how you would do things in nature. They do everything fakely now. Fake food, bulking, eating artificial food, creating an artificial body, artificial muscles. Look, man, if you're eating artificial food, trying to build a body, it's going to be artificial because it's going to be herbivore diet. Get it? And that's not your diet as a human. You're a carnivore. Try building those muscles on a pure carnivore diet. See what happens. Not so easy, is it?
The entire time. How do we know that at 15 years of age, the guy
Easy. He has very low body fat, and then when the muscles get pumped up with the glycogen, the sarcoplasmic hypertrophy and shit, and garbage in there, you put all this, the garbage in there. It kind of looks like that after. Yeah, it gets all pumped up with fluid. Your muscles can hold a lot of fluid, yes, and these artificial muscles, they're easy to get, that way.
I wasn't taking performance-enhancing drugs. It's certainly possible. I've seen people start far younger than this. And looking at that physique, you have to think, was he actually dieting to get to this point? Was this just him eating Pop-Tarts and pizza circles?
No, he's just a skinny ectomorph, that's all. Probably worked out, but he did a little bit of something at 15 for sure. He's young. Can't tell you for sure.
How did he get this chiseled? And as you can see, his face is
How do you get that chisel? Because he's a skinny anorexic ectomorph.
covered. And so, is this an honest sub? Is he actually only 15 years of age in the before photo and 18 in the after photo? Imagine he was 25 on the left and 28 on the right. That could easily be the case, and he could easily be on performance-enhancing drugs throughout this entire time. Because if this is the physique of somebody who's 100% natural, then this is truly phenomenal. And so please don't
Yes, this is phenomenal, bro. Yes, it's phenomenal. Truly phenomenal if it's natural, because natural things are almost impossible for us in the unnatural world that we live in our unnatural lifestyles. Is almost unheard of to believe. How could somebody survive on a natural diet of carnivore, our natural diet? How could somebody build natural muscles, right? Eating our natural diet like a carnivore diet, right? See, we have to build artificial muscles eating herbivore diets, fake engineered fruits, vegetables, and fake man-made foods, herbivore diet made out of grass to build these muscles and everything. And the skinnier you are, the more chances you look much more artificial because they blow up and you got thin skin and you got more to show. Yeah, cool, isn't it?
compare yourself to this guy. For the most part, many of you could train for 10 years and not even have the photo of his before photo at 15.
You think train 10, literally you would go to a gym, train 10 years and you wouldn't get that? Well, it all depends. I guess it's all relative. You have to be very skinny to start out, right? I don't know if you're a mesomorph, endomorph, Endomorph, maybe not. Yeah. Ectomorph, though, yeah.
And certainly at 18 years of age, if this guy went on a cut, he could absolutely compete in a bodybuilding competition. Thickly developed, lots of muscle. He would look amazing.
Maybe he faked it. Maybe he didn't. But definitely people faking it, building fake muscles, eating artificial food. If you're eating artificial food, going to a gym, building artificial muscles, eating artificial food, that would be a fake natty too as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be fake. Fake muscles. I've mentioned this in my video. I've done that in my old channel. People didn't like that. I did a fake thing. I ate a fake herbivore diet to create fake herbivore muscles. I told them this is sarcoplasmic muscles. That's why I look so massive. In my very end of my videos, I was wearing all black, and you'd see me big and massive. I gained 20 pounds in like, I don't know, four weeks or something. Yeah, eating a herbivore diet, and so what? They ain't muscles, bro. They're fake. Yeah.
After dieting on stage. First photo with you being 15 years old is close to my body goals. Better proportions and leaner on you with one.
Me personally, I like being 240 pounds because, again, it's easier to maintain that muscle eating. You understand? You don't maintain it working out. That breaks proteins down, and that can also damage muscles. You can either get them damaged, or you can either break down proteins. So either way. Yeah.
40 pounds than you at 187. And here's the thing, when you get better and not as lean, in general, you're not going to look as good with your shirt off as with your shirt on. The physique on the left, it looks...
Yeah, that's why he's showing himself off with his shirt off. Hello, bro.
Incredible, but remember, he's flexing and he's shirtless. If you were to put some clothes on this guy,
Yes, he is. Yes.
probably just look like a healthy young man. But on the right, and so people...
How curious.
Looking healthy doesn't mean you're necessarily healthy either.
That there's so much to explore on this tiny planet.
You could be getting unhealthy.
be sauced in both photos. He may have done this transformation natural. There is no reason that anyone 17% body fat. That's 5% body fat. Do you really? Bulks do not last 3 years.
How much could you talk about a guy like 11 minutes? Christ.
Unless you end up looking like Andrew Richard. Guy put on about 170
He's an endomorph, man.
pounds in 3 to 5 years. Mostly body fat. And so even if you're
Maybe he's a mesomorph and put on that. I don't know, man. Christ.
a small bulk the entire time, you're going to be putting on more fat than this. And so what I think he did is exactly what he should be doing.
Yeah.
In a calorie deficit, then of course eat more. We don't know
Yes.
time. Bro, unless you're an athlete or a soldier, you have no need to put on so much muscle. Just obtain an aesthetic and healthy body, which you already...
How do you know it's muscle? Can you prove it? Can you prove that that is muscle? Can you prove that that is muscle? Prove it that is solid muscle. What kind of muscle is that? See what I'm trying to explain to all of you? Man, you can fake muscle. It's fake, bro. It's...
did, that makes you happy. You honestly don't need to go in and put all that time, effort, energy, and money to get more buff. Well, I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose of bodybuilding. The whole...
No, it doesn't. The purpose of these people's bodybuilding is not is truly to build a fake body, to fake it, to fake that look as much as they can as possible. To them, you might look at it and say that's real, that looks real to you, but in reality it's fake because that's what they created. That was what they were going for, because it's a lot easier to create a fake body than create a real one naturally. Do you understand me? In the natural world out there in nature. But in this world, it's easy to create a fake one. When you're eating fake diets, when you're eating artificial food, it's not hard to create an artificial body eating artificial food. Now, if you're eating natural food and you're trying to build real muscle through these proteins, to build up proteins on the myofibrillars, oh, that's a lot harder. See, that's a lot harder, yeah. And people learn that through experience when they go to the gym and they go, this is not working for me. So they start eating more carbs. And then they notice they're getting bigger and bigger through the carbs. But they lose what it looks as if they're losing, they're like becoming, like you said, 17% body fat. But in fact, it's not 17% body fat. It's just the water and the fluid in between there, because between the skin and the muscle, I think it's 3 grams of glycogen. For every 3 grams, 1 gram of water is drawn into the muscle or whatever, something like that. So yeah, It's bullshit. So it's a lot of it's a bit washed out there. He's not dry. That's all. Yeah, he's not fat. He's too much glycogen. Anyways, I don't know what else to say.
Point of going to the gym is to try to put on more muscle. I mean, unless you're doing cardio.
No, some point of some people, the thing to go to the gym is to put on sarcoplasmic muscle, a type of artificial muscle growth. Yeah.
To get a healthier heart. And so I'm sure his goal is.
I'm sure all of you could type this in Google. Sarcoplasmic muscle is a type of artificial muscle growth, and see what it tells you. Yeah.
To keep getting better. Do you really think anyone goes to the gym and their end goal is just have 5 pounds extra muscle? I have my dream physique.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And they're even some of them. It's not their goal to create artificial muscles, but they don't realize that they are creating artificial muscles. They're just ignorant at the fact that they are creating artificial muscles because they're living in an artificial world called the city. They're not in nature doing it naturally. Their natural diet, carnivore diet. They're eating herbivore diet. Yeah. That's why herbivores look so massively big. They can actually convert all this stuff, cellulose and everything, into meat, into muscle. But humans can't. What humans do when they eat herbivore diet, they load glycogen into the muscle. So you could hold 40, 50 pounds. Actually, if you read this, a human being can hold up to 40 pounds of shit in his intestines, in his stomach and intestines. You could be carrying around 40 pounds of poop. So you weigh yourself, you think, holy shit, I'm so heavy. But in fact, that's another 40 pounds of poop you've added there. It's sitting in your belly. Does that mean that you're heavy? That just means you're carrying a lot of poop. Unnecessary weight. That's why you're huffing and puffing and you feel terrible when you carry sarcoplasmic muscle. It's extremely unhealthy for you. Believe me, it's very unhealthy to carry all that.
At 15, I'm just going to stop here. This is what I want. I'm never going to train harder than last time, ever again. It doesn't work like that. Performance dysmorphia is a real thing. No matter...
Yeah, I mean, it can work for some people. If you really actually build real muscle, then you don't have to train anymore. It'll stay. But only that which you actually really build through the cracks in the domes, Greg. Yeah. Anyways, I gotta go, man. I'll see you in the next video.
How good you get, you're gonna want more. Even if you become the Mr. Olympia champion.
Of course, he has to show a fake guy, fake steroids, fake whatever, fake look. I'll see you in the next one. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Ciao, man.